The containment field hummed with barely restrained energy as Professor Kelman activated the neural dampeners. Around the lecture hall, 37 xenobiology students from 12 different species shifted nervously in their adaptive seats. The Vraxian contingent clicked their mandibles in synchronized anxiety patterns, while the crystalline Zeph-Hi dimmed their bioluminescent cores to defensive levels. Today we examine humanity's most peculiar evolutionary adaptation, Kelman announced, his 4 arms manipulating the control interface with practiced efficiency. The domestication paradox that has puzzled xenopsychologists for 3 centuries. The fear beast materialized in the center of the containment field, a writhing mass of shadow and sinew that defied Euclidean geometry. Its form shifted constantly, adapting to the deepest phobias of each observer. To the Vraxians, it appeared as a massive predator with acid-dripping fangs. The Zeph-Hi saw it as a light-devouring void that threatened their photosynthetic existence. The aquatic delphinians perceived crushing depths and oxygen-starved darkness. Several students activated their personal shielding. The fear beast fed on terror, growing larger and more defined with each spike of anxiety it detected. Its psychic emanations pressed against their minds like ice-cold fingers, probing for weakness, for the primal fears that evolution had carved into their species' collective unconscious. Fascinating, Kelman noted, studying his readings. Current fear response index, 7.3 and climbing. Cortisol analog spiking across all species present. He gestured toward the writhing entity. The fear beast represents one of the galaxy's most successful predators. It has driven 17 civilizations to extinction through induced paralysis and systematic terror cultivation. The creature's attention swept across the room like a searchlight, causing students to huddle together in species-specific defensive formations. Its form continued to shift and writhe, growing more solid, more real with each passing moment. Then Marcus Webb raised his hand. Kelman paused mid-lecture. The human exchange student sat in the back row, seemingly unaffected by the psychic assault that had the rest of the class trembling. "Yes, Mr. Webb. Can I pet it?" The question hung in the air like a physical presence. Every eye stalk, sensor cluster, and optical organ in the room focused on the human. The fear beast itself seemed to pause, its writhing form stuttering as if buffering. "I beg your pardon." Kelman's translator struggled with the human's casual tone. Marcus stood, his movements relaxed and confident. "It reminds me of my dog back home. Same energy, you know. Just misunderstood." He stepped forward, completely ignoring the containment field's warning indicators. The fear beast's form began to shift, cycling rapidly through different configurations as it attempted to access Marcus's deepest fears. Spiders melted into heights, heights transformed into social embarrassment became mathematical equations, equations became expired dairy products. Nothing stuck. Nothing took hold. "This is unprecedented," Kelman whispered, his instruments registering readings that shouldn't have been possible. "The subject shows no fear response whatsoever." Marcus approached the containment field's edge. The fear beast's frantic shape-shifting slowed, then stopped entirely. It settled into a form that looked remarkably like a large, dark canine, albeit one with too many eyes and edges that bent space-time in uncomfortable ways. "There you go," Marcus said softly, deactivating the containment field with casual disregard for 17 safety protocols. "You're just scared, aren't you? Everyone's afraid of you, so you think you have to be scary back." The cosmic horror that had terrorized civilizations across 3 galaxy arms padded forward on paws that left reality slightly blurred. It sniffed Marcus's outstretched hand with a nose that existed in 11 dimensions simultaneously. Then it curled up at his feet and began to purr, a sound like distant thunder mixed with cosmic background radiation. "Impossible," breathed the lead Vraxian student. "Humans truly are the most terrifying species in the galaxy." Marcus scratched behind what might have been the creature's ears. "Nah," he said with a grin. "We just understand that sometimes the scariest things just need a friend." The fear beast's purring intensified, causing minor gravitational anomalies throughout the lecture hall. For the first time in eons, it slept peacefully, dreaming not of terror, but of belly rubs and the strange, fearless warmth of human companionship.